Hello, everyone. You can watch how others work endlessly, but it's way more enjoyable to see someone mess up at work. Get ready for the most epic workplace fails to brighten up your day. Let's get it on.
Numer 2, kamera, akcja. Ujebał.
Queriendo despegar para la luna, pero como salió verga, no, como que le faltó pólvora, no pensé llegar. Oye, pero que viene levantó, nunca levantaba la casa de Franco. Ahora sí levantó.
This is the kind of scene that haunts experienced plumbers in their nightmares.
Hava dracu ce faci? Cum cădușaci? Haide! Hai sus! Hai sus! Hava-te! Haide, nu să mă bari! Hai sus! Să ne auzi! De, ne auzi-te! Hei, hei, hei! Oh my God! Hai, mea! De luță de mari! Bă, Nici, dai dreapta! Dai dreapta! Hai cu dreapta, așa!
This is the kind of moment that usually makes people rethink their career choices. When a delicate maneuver is required, nothing beats manual work, especially when the workers know their stuff. But that's not the case with these guys.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violation.
There's something special about a chef who cooks with passion. Imagine that the owner gets a fine for improper parking, along with this pile of earth. He brings the same energy to both raves and his job. It's scary to think what will happen to the poor fellow when the wall turns dark as the sun sets. When they tell you that all it takes is a bit more work to clear up all your tasks. This painter's slogan is no extra effort. A bad day for a trucker can turn into a bad day for everyone else on the road.
Damn, guys, this is heavy.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling it.
This is what it looks like when an intern joins your team.
I'm about to make a mess. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
The poor guy is buried in work.
Sklo prasklo, zimka. A eto.
If you want to learn a classic trick for fixing things the old-fashioned way, ask someone else.
For 150, he's going to swing from that top one to the bottom one. He's going to land
These
it.
contests are wild.
Right, I'll give him 50 if you fail. I'll give you 50 if you fail, but you have to land.
And it looks like the grand prize is getting fired.
O bigode deve estar só um pouquinho louco, né? Na casa do vizinho, deitado. Nossa, não deu uma dessa, cuzão. Não acredito, pai. Pula pra cá de volta, pula. É mentira.
He's definitely stuck.
I didn't mean to do this shit on purpose, man.
The perfect punishment for those who spend most of their workday there.
This ain't funny, man.
The truck is stuck. Let's take your time in there, bud.
No worries, guys. You just need to redo the entire job. He got one job. Finally, someone managed to strike the ideal balance between work and fun. This pal's trying to figure out what to do. I'd suggest remembering to use the parking brake next time. No one in the world could resist doing it. This team had a plan, but it was a really, really bad one. The backup guy below was absolutely legendary. These guys could lay paving stones even in Venice. Do you also find it annoying when everyone around is glued to their phones? The cameraman should pray that he doesn't notice him.
Oh, there goes that cell phone.
One of those life hacks that cost you a part of your salary.
You think it is? What do you think of father?
The guy who placed the tires said he had a keen eye for precision.
Come on.
Guess who lied in his resume?
Come on.
I don't know what's going on.
Just hold it up. Hold it up. All right, hold it. All right, now rip it back. Wow.
Yeah?
Michael, are you still up there?
Yeah, I have to get this done. If I don't get it done, it's going to get dark and I'd never get it ready for the weekend.
Oh, because there's loads to be done. I've homework and dinners. What am I doing? Am I doing the dinners?
Oh, look, I'd love to be down there doing homework instead of up here. I could easily be in watching the match, but if I don't get this done, the light is going to go against me.
Well, then come down before it gets dark, won't you?
Yeah, no, give me an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
You might just want a little bit of dinner or something for me when I get down. I'm up here all day.
All right, so.
Okay, yeah. Bye. I don't know. What's wrong with anyone? You can't get that done anymore. Now,
You should be careful with those tricks. If your wife finds out, you'll be living on the roof for good.
Ah, yeah.
Hit the like button if you're feeling the same way right now.
Oh, he flopped. He flopped it.
Here's what keeps interior designers up at night.
Ain't that nice?
¡Ay! ¡Malagasy!
A driver who forgets to close the van door no longer deserves to transport beer, ever again. How to say you're getting paid by the hour without saying this. This has to be one of the worst ways to use an elevator ever. I imagine the plumbing looks something like this. That's how you optimize your work. This guy is handling the screed and tiling at the same time. A guy with a knack for teaching who ended up working on a construction site. It looks like it was built by the same genius who placed those tires.
但是不要慌，先把手指掏出来拍一拍。
You won't see figure skating like this even at the Olympics. The woman filming the video clearly suspected something was wrong right from the start. He remembers that cursed day when he started this job. This pal uses SPF 200 plus sunscreen.
Jordan, the delivery guy. Look, it's still in drive.
He's the type of worker who never throws away scraps because he believes they might come in handy someday. I bet that 3 hours before this, the foreman said something like, "In 20 years on the job, I've never messed up a single pour." With a smoke machine like that, their corporate parties must be lit. This poor guy took the maximum possible damage from a cement cart. And the client also asked to insulate the bathroom. A few small problems, but overall the work is done. His handyman skills aren't the best, but he'd make a fantastic firefighter. They just went out for a quick lunch while the concrete was setting.
Here in the bathroom, first of all, I don't know what the heck's going on there. And then we got, well, I'm at a loss for words here. So you can see that, first of all, I told him that I wanted the tiles to go above the window, on top of the drywall. I don't even know what to say about this.
Hello everyone. Get ready for an amazing video showcasing military technology. You'll see impressive footage of tactical drills, tests of cutting-edge equipment, and incredible skills from military professionals. It's going to be both captivating and intense, so let's get it on. In this video, you'll see tests of a system that requires constant improvement because it's vital to human life. The ejection seat is a device designed to save the crew from an aircraft in emergency situations. Typically, the seat is propelled out of the plane using explosives or a rocket engine, carrying the pilot with it, followed by an automatic parachute deployment. Testing evacuation systems is a complex task because it requires simulating conditions at hypersonic speeds. One unique facility where you can run these kinds of tests is a high-speed test rail track. Ejection seats with dummies are mounted on sleds with rocket engines and accelerated to speeds comparable to those of fighter jets, several thousand kilometers per hour. Have you ever wondered how much a single shot from a naval gun costs? Some weapons in the US Navy's arsenal are impressive not just for their power, the price of firing them is also astonishing. Let's take a look at the costs of firing the weapons you see on the screen. Each bullet fired from a heavy machine gun costs $11. A shot from the Mark 45 artillery gun ranges from $1,500, depending on the type of ammunition used. Firing a round from a 25mm autocannon costs $70, and with the Mark 38's rate of fire at 175 rounds per minute, that adds up quickly. A mere 2-second burst from the Phalanx CIWS will cost the Navy $7,000. As for the cost of missiles, they are simply staggering. For instance, a single RAM-116 surface-to-air missile costs over $900,000. The cost of launching a guided Standard 3 missile, meant to intercept enemy ballistic missiles, is even more extreme. $11,800,000. No matter how advanced and precise a weapon is, it doesn't always perform flawlessly, especially during early trials. These images capture an unsuccessful launch of a mock-up Caliber cruise missile from a Russian frigate. Although this type of missile is capable of hitting surface targets up to 500 kilometers away, in this case, it veered off course and spiraled down into the sea. Sometimes even the military isn't fully aware of what their vessels can do. A prime example of this was the USS Buchanan during RIMPAC, the largest naval exercises in the world. This Charles F. Adams-class destroyer had served in the US Navy for nearly 30 years before being decommissioned in 1991. Using retired ships as targets is a common practice, and the USS Buchanan was selected for this purpose during the 2000 SYNCEX operation off the coast of Hawaii. Sailors from the US, Australia, and Canada all struggled to quickly complete the mission. The old ship endured an astounding amount of punishment. It remained afloat after being hit by 3 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and 3 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. They then decided to use an 1,100-kilogram laser-guided bomb, but that too failed to sink the USS Buchanan. The next day after the attacks, a demolition team boarded the destroyer and placed 91 kilograms of plastic explosives on the stern. 16 minutes after the detonator was activated, the invincible veteran gracefully sank to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. Now it's time to bring out the big guns. The Vladimirov heavy machine gun is a classic model that gained worldwide fame since the mid-20th century. This automatic weapon has numerous modifications, including tank, anti-aircraft, and naval versions. They can also be mounted on a technical. Here, you can watch the impressive sight of firing from the mounted version. For added effectiveness, the KPVT typically uses 14.5mm armor-piercing incendiary rounds. Shooting a massive 20mm Anzio rifle, which resembles an artillery piece in its specs, is an experience to behold. Among its various models, the largest one, the 2.5-meter long Anzio 20mm rifle, boasts an impressive effective range of up to 4,600 meters.
2, 1.
The Malaysian Army's Special Forces are performing a demonstration exercise. According to the scenario, criminals have taken a bus full of hostages. The troops stop the vehicle using special equipment and execute a lightning-fast assault, literally bursting through the bus windows. The level of professionalism is truly impressive. This is how the White Tiger Unit, an elite counter-terrorism group from the South Korean army, is handling similar exercises. Elite military units often face unpredictable challenges, which is why their training includes handling unconventional scenarios. Right now, the 464th Marine Corps Helicopter Squadron is working on evacuating an F-35 fighter jet by helicopter. Once the Marines had the jet properly secured, a CH-53K King Stallion heavy lift helicopter took over to transport it. The footage shows not only the transport of the aircraft, but also includes an aerial refueling operation for the helicopter. By the way, the King Stallion has an impressive maximum range of over 800 kilometers without refueling. The CH-53K is one of the most powerful transport helicopters in the US Army. It can carry loads of up to 15.9 tons inside its fuselage and lifts 16.3 tons on the single center point cargo hook. This makes it more than capable of transporting a light tactical vehicle. The F-16 is one of the most iconic fighter jets in aviation history. It's enough to mention that it's used by 26 countries, and over 4,500 units have been produced so far. Now, you'll see how these fighting Falcons demonstrate afterburner effects around the world. Afterburner is a specific mode of operation for jet engines that temporarily boosts thrust. It can be used for takeoff, accelerating to supersonic speeds, or as part of maintenance procedures, such as testing the engine on the ground after a replacement. A big shout out to the mechanics who handle working so close to the intense flames. The average temperature in the afterburner is 1300 degrees Celsius, and the roar of the turbine is so loud that you could go deaf without ear protection. You'll now witness all the stages of a classic airborne operation, delivering special payloads behind enemy lines. This will be executed by soldiers from the 82nd Airborne Division, also known as the All-American Division, as part of a battalion training exercise at Pope Army Airfield in North Carolina. The Boeing C-17 Globemaster III is now fully loaded. This military transport aircraft, of which the US has over 200 in service, can carry up to 102 fully equipped soldiers. Static line jumps have been a traditional method of parachuting used by the US Army since the 1940s. Each soldier's yellow strap is attached to the parachute and secured with a carabiner connected to a taut cord inside the aircraft. Once the paratrooper makes the jump, the strap tightens and the parachute opens up. The only thing left for the paratrooper to do is to get ready for the landing. This method guarantees a coordinated and efficient deployment of troops on the ground. According to the instructions, once the parachute is deployed, the jumper detaches the backpack, which is secured by a cord. The backpack hits the ground first, reducing the jumper's overall weight and slowing its descent. The equipment carried by the trooper can weigh up to 50 kilograms. After landing, each paratrooper removes the harness, retrieves his rifle and magazine, and prepares for the tactical mission. Mid-air collisions are one of the biggest risks when parachuting. Fortunately, these paratroopers manage to land safely. A missile launched from the Russian S-400 Triumph system can achieve speeds of up to 4.8 kilometers per second and engage targets up to 380 kilometers away. The cost of one full battery is estimated to be about $200 million. An impressive demonstration of the US Navy's firepower. Sailors are training to defend against unmanned boat attacks using a barrage of shots from 25mm autocannons. For instance, the M242 Bushmaster is one of the most effective modern automatic guns globally. Since 1972, over 10,000 of these guns have been produced. A striking contrast. A powerful hovercraft appears out of nowhere, creating huge waves as it suddenly emerges right in the middle of a busy beach. If you think a catapult is just a relic from ancient history, you're only partly right. Modern engineers have given the idea a new life. But in today's era, catapults are electromagnetic. The system, known as EMALS, is designed to optimize and accelerate aircraft launches. In this video, you can see test launches of the device from the USS Gerald Ford. During testing, EMALS conducted 22 no-load runs, where the aircraft platform reached a staggering 333 kilometers per hour. This cutting-edge technology costs $676 million. Engineers estimate that the catapult, which is a linear motor, can accelerate a 45-ton aircraft to 240 kilometers per hour, a major improvement over the best steam-powered systems. And here's a pilot's POV of the catapult in action.
Oh yeah! Real good.
High mobility is a key focus in military tactics, which drives the development of powerful self-propelled weapon systems with mind-blowing firepower. Recent exercise videos reveal several Russian models, the Grad and Uragan artillery rocket systems, the Akatsiya self-propelled howitzer featuring guided projectiles, and the Salt Sepyok MLRS with thermobaric ammunition. Impressive tests of remote-controlled mine-clearing vehicles show that modern technology in this category comes with search modules that include induction sensors and electromagnetic scanners to detect even remotely operated mines. One of the key skills for a sniper in a firing position is mastering the art of camouflage. A ghillie suit, a specialized piece of tactical clothing, allows the sniper to blend into the surrounding vegetation and terrain. Just look at the remarkable level of craftsmanship that manufacturers have achieved in producing these suits. Still, the responsibility for effective camouflage rests largely on the sniper, who must adapt the suit to the specific environment, often using grass, bushes, and other materials found on site. Soldiers from the South Korean Navy's Special Forces are engaged in knife combat training. These exercises not only teach silent takedowns of the enemies, but also focus on the physical and psychological conditioning of the soldier. Knife training sharpens their ability to act quickly and stay focused, essential qualities for dealing with maritime piracy and global security challenges. One interesting example of training for emergency situations used by the US Marine Corps is preparing for a helicopter crash into the water. In this scenario, soldiers must be ready to quickly evacuate from an underwater death trap. The simulator in the pool closely mimics the conditions of a submerged helicopter, and to enhance realism, the trainees even have their eyes covered. They must then quickly get their bearings, break the windows, and swim to the surface. Another stage involves training in single-man cages, where instructors teach Marines how to free themselves from the helicopter seatbelt in the event of a crash into the ocean. Check out this sleek passage through the waves. The US Navy destroyer DDG-105, also known as Dewey after the celebrated admiral, is cruising past an aircraft carrier with its nose diving deep into the water. In the video, US Air Force Special Ops drop a combat boat from a C-17 cargo aircraft before making their own parachute jump. The patrol boat shown in the video is a combatant craft medium, a cutting-edge tactical boat used for providing fire support, conducting infiltrations, and extracting special operations teams. Soldiers from the Dutch Royal Army demonstrate the prowess and agility of a tank that transforms an old car into a pancake. That's hardly surprising because the tank itself weighs about 60 tons. By the way, The Netherlands was the first Western European country to fully eliminate heavy armoured vehicles, having retired all Leopard 2 tanks, including this model in 2011. Here we have a true legend, the Centurion medium tank. Its various versions formed the backbone of the British tank fleet from World War II until the mid-1960s. This charming veteran, a giant among amphibious vehicles, is the Lark LX cargo vehicle. Weighing in at 100 tons and with a crew of 5, it served in the US Army for nearly half a century. In emergencies, this amphibious truck could carry up to 100 tons of cargo or 120 troops. Plus, its cargo bay could easily accommodate an M60 main battle tank. The pilots are demonstrating exceptional skill as they perform the intricate aerial refueling of the V-22 Osprey. This military transport aircraft is unique as the only tilt-rotor aircraft in production. It can operate in both airplane and helicopter modes, thanks to its rotors that tilt nearly 98 degrees. Despite its relatively small size, with a fuselage under 18 meters long, the Osprey can handle over 5 tons of cargo, both internally and on external mounts. Aerial refueling carried out by Combat Talon II crew presents significant challenges, because even the slightest piloting mistake can lead to damage to the rotor blades or the refueling probe, especially considering that the rotor blade span of the tilt-rotor aircraft is over 25 meters. Nevertheless, the effectiveness of this operation has been proven in real-life missions. For example, a group of 6 Ospreys once completed a transcontinental flight with 2 refuelings from KC-130J Super Hercules tankers. The total flight distance was 4,500 kilometers.
Something dropped off.
Mistakes can happen in aviation too. It appears that there was an accidental fuel dump.
Oh, this bitch explode on my mama. Back the there. Oh,
You just ran over it, bro.
Rapid deployment of pontoon bridges and crossings is a key task for military engineers worldwide. Modern military pontoon bridges can support loads ranging from 20 to 60 tons and span rivers more than 300 meters wide. Another advantage of these bridge systems is their versatility. The individual sections can also be used as floating ferries to transport military vehicles and equipment. A perfectly designed transport platform for tactical teams carrying out counter-terrorism missions. This vehicle can serve as both a protective shield and a remotely controlled robot. Being a sniper goes beyond just being a skilled marksman. It means being a fully independent tactical and combat unit. This is especially relevant for snipers who specialize in sabotage. These professionals usually work alone or with a partner, often deep into the enemy territory.
Yeah,
We want to be able to rest our head comfortably onto the rifle.
And conduct covert strikes aimed at taking out crucial targets, such as commanding officers or essential equipment, as well as carrying out tactical reconnaissance. Typically, a sniper's effective range starts at 500 meters and can extend further, based on the conditions and type of weapon. Essential skills for handling such tasks include adapting to extreme environmental conditions, setting up concealed firing positions and rest areas. Also, a sniper saboteur must master the art of personal camouflage. Using a bushy camouflage suit and available materials, this soldier becomes virtually invisible. Like science fiction, but it's actually a fully operational technology known as the railgun, which has been around since World War I. Essentially, it's a type of kinetic artillery that propels a projectile using an electromagnetic field rather than explosive substances. A railgun consists of two metal rails connected to a power source. Before firing, only the initial segment of the rails is energized. When power is supplied, it completes the circuit, rails, projectile, and rails, turning the system into an electromagnet. This electromagnetic force then pushes the projectile out of the rails at incredible speeds. Some models developed by the US Navy under the Velocitas Iradico program have a muzzle energy of 32 megajoules, which is the equivalent to detonating 5 kilograms of explosives. An armored vehicle-launched bridge is an engineering vehicle designed to transport and deploy bridge structures in combat situations. Usually, the vehicle operates remotely, so the crew doesn't need to disembark. Advancing tanks and other military vehicles through difficult terrain would be nearly unfeasible without these bridge layers. This video shows Dutch military personnel demonstrating the Biber Bridge Layer Tank, based on the German Leopard 1 tank with only slight adjustments. This vehicle, produced since the early 1970s, has a distinctive 22-meter-long bridge with a 60-ton load capacity. The bridge features a telescopic assembly that ensures quick deployment and discreet operation. As the Biber approaches an obstruction, it lowers its blade and raises the arm with the two bridge segments. The lower segment extends forward until it slides out from beneath the upper segment, and they automatically lock together. After that, the vehicle fully extends the bridge, lays it across the trench, and then moves back to a safe distance, making way for other machinery to pass. The entire operation takes just a few minutes, and the Biber requires only a minimal crew, just a driver and a commander operator. In today's world, almost everything has tactical modifications, even fences. There are quick deploy systems that can set up a defensive perimeter in no time, as well as robust barriers designed to withstand heavy attacks.
Thôi. Thôi.
Unusual hiding spots, secret compartments, and places that only a few people know about. People come up with some of the most astonishing secret locations in their homes and ordinary buildings. Get ready to be amazed, and let's get it on. At first glance, it seems like an ordinary restroom and a standard soap dispenser. But actually, it's a gateway to the most exclusive parties. This wardrobe is like a portal to a magical place. It's unbelievably beautiful. Sometimes we all wish we could escape Earth and travel to another galaxy. But this guy, he can actually journey through space anytime he likes. As long as he says the correct words while standing near the stairs. A truly impressive hidden weapons room, perfectly concealed within the study. Every detail is on point. This isn't Narnia, it's much cooler. The perfect chill spot, don't you think? Do you think you could find this sliding door without any hints? It's a real masterpiece of camouflage. A cozy bar, a poker table, and a hidden arsenal. She definitely has a place to unwind after a workout. Another dream come true of a secret hideaway. Have you ever thought about having a place like that for yourself? A secret room in a house is just the tip of the iceberg. How about an elevator hidden behind bookcases? Only those who know can use it, while others have to climb the stairs. What an unusual house! It has bookshelves up near the ceiling and sliding stairs to reach the library. But that's not the most exciting part. If you climb up to the shelves and pick the right book, a hidden passage opens up to a secret room. The atmosphere in this hidden attic is absolutely magical. It's the perfect spot for a movie marathon of legendary fantasy films. If you break the record on this arcade machine, a door to a treasure cave will open for you. It's the perfect spot to escape the daily grind and dive into the world of games and movies. Who said going to the laundromat is boring? An advanced engineering solution for car enthusiasts with growing collections. A meticulously crafted two-story underground parking system was set up in the courtyard. Hiding the entrance to such treasures is definitely the right decision. Does anyone know the number of the mastermind behind their landscape design? Once you've climbed up to this attic, coming back down will be a real challenge. You go to the kitchen to make a sandwich, open the fridge, and find yourself in a parallel universe full of labyrinths, mysterious devices, and aliens. This bizarre experience is part of an interactive art project called the House of Eternal Return in New Mexico. They've turned a Victorian mansion into a fascinating, surreal attraction. One can't help but admire the precision of the craftsmen who make these stone doors. They not only blend seamlessly into the surroundings, but also operate with astonishing smoothness. The result is nothing short of fantastic. This answers the question, what's cooler, having a pool inside or outside? The best shoe rack for those who view their shoes as a prized collection. One must admire the architect's creativity here. The idea is a lifesaver for small spaces, and the transformation of a closet into a staircase looks incredibly cool. The guests will be amazed. At first glance, it seems like a charming but rather ordinary two-story house. But here's the twist. The house is actually situated right on a runway and was originally a hangar for small planes. After some clever modifications, the hangar was transformed into a spacious home with a cozy terrace. And a truly massive garage. The owners certainly don't have to worry about a place to store their old stuff. With today's technology, you can make a garage virtually invisible. Think about how much space you could free up with that kind of innovation. This wall looks pretty suspicious. That's right. Behind the false wall, there's a secret door leading to a hidden room. It's best to keep weapons concealed and ensure that they're quickly accessible. A hidden compartment in the headboard of your bed is a great idea, and adding automation makes it feel like something out of a spy movie. No matter how big your refrigerator is, it will never compare to this one. The storage is so seamlessly integrated that the owners might not even remember it's there. Just in case you were worried that the pool table might be taking up too much space in your home. When you decided to hide your little hobby in a separate room. You might miss the most amazing places if you don't know the secret.
Let's go inside.
Here's why it's important to check even locked doors.
Secret door.
Renting a place often comes with unexpected surprises, and it's not just about noisy neighbors or water outages. This couple accidentally discovered a mysterious staircase hidden behind a regular shelf.
There's secret door into a whole creepy ass basement. Don't know if you can see how old that carpet is, but
Should we go down?
Just like in a Scooby-Doo episode, the staircase led to a roomy basement. It looked pretty deserted, but it wasn't overly spooky. The only unusual thing was that a heater was on.
okay, we have a chest freezer with water bottles. Probably to keep the pipes from bursting. That's why there's so many heaters down here. Probably to keep the pipes from bursting. Wait, shine the light in there again.
A brilliant concept for a dual-purpose staircase was implemented during the facade upgrade of the house. This solution elegantly combines the original basement entrance with a newly added expansive terrace. They installed the secret door in the stone wall using very strong magnets. It turned out not only to be discreet, but also completely silent. The hidden bar is furnished with stunning attention to detail. It's both elegant and comfortable, so you can easily spend every night here. This idea is so promising that it practically hangs in the air. With a bed on the ceiling, the room becomes twice as useful. Plus, instead of making the bed every morning, you can just press a button. Here's a perfect example of using space to its fullest. This cozy area actually conceals a pool underneath. This wooden deck is absolutely incredible. At the owner's request, it can transform from a swimming pool into a terrace and back again. It's not just something you see in movies. Around Beijing, there's a network of tunnels dug by partisans. You can enter through a hatch in one house and come out on the other side of the village. No more fussing around and moving furniture. Just press a button and your living room instantly transforms into a dining area. This can definitely be called a secret room. And I must admit, its owner clearly knows their stuff when it comes to fine drinks. Two innovative concepts for a folding ladder, both of which take up no space and act as stylish decor elements. Very creative. Anyone who has a dog that loves to chew on shoes will really appreciate this idea. It's probably a good idea to be cautious when you're at a friend's house. Who knows what might be hidden in their closets? This speakeasy in Paris has a fantastic atmosphere and only attracts the right crowd. Now you're one of the lucky few who knows about this place. In this cinema, nothing in the world will distract you from your favorite movie. Even a simple pile of logs can have its secrets.
Oh yes. Geil.
By using these built-in features, you can make much more efficient use of your kitchen space. Plus, cleaning and maintaining the appliances will become a lot easier. Innovative ideas for disguising video equipment, perfect for people who prefer their TV to blend seamlessly with their room's decor.
Ouais, bien sûr, parce que...
Just remember, you need washing machine number 4. Old school at its finest. Hidden compartments in a wooden desk. It's a stunning piece, masterfully crafted from walnut. What's even more impressive is that the second compartment opens with an RFID key, giving instant access to your weapon. What to do if guests are at the door and you've just finished cooking, leaving the kitchen messy? Just hide the kitchen with a mechanism like this. Did you know that there are secret spots even in airplanes? Flight attendants keep them hidden.
That nature. Okay, how this works, this thing slides all the way open on 100-pound rated slides. 2 large magnets hold all your firearms in place. You can take them off, set them right back on there. You hear how hard that connects. Plenty of room for cash, jewelry, extra magazines, a flashlight. There's a deep well in here for storage. I'm gonna put the lock
a discreet yet stylish gun safe. Welcome to the Batcave, where justice is served. This guy built a secret bar in his basement with his own hands for his whiskey collection. The finishing touches are absolutely stunning. Hello everyone. They say that breaking something's easier than building it, but the heroes of this compilation would definitely disagree. Today, you'll see building demolitions that didn't go as planned, and find out that even the pros make mistakes. Let's get it on. A good reason to be extremely cautious and avoid construction sites. especially when they've just begun demolishing an old building. Great reaction, buddy. Unlike that flimsy fence, it actually managed to save your life. 6 months of preparation for the demolition of the old silo went to waste due to a random error. It seems someone made a miscalculation, and after the explosion, the 5-meter-tall building started falling the wrong way. Everyone hoped that the silo would eventually collapse in the right direction, but it turned out to be an unlucky day for the demolition team. The dismantling of the antenna didn't go very well, especially for the driver of that car. You've definitely never seen a demolition like this before. It's not easy to take down a platform set in the middle of the sea. Everything was going according to plan, until suddenly the silo started leaning the other way. On the bright side, you could congratulate them on finally getting the chance to renovate their homes. This driver doesn't even realize he picked the perfect time to hit the road.
Point and no return. Do not let up.
I'm stuck. It's just rolling.
Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Boom. 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 Pull the boom in. You want something down? Oh, here it comes. There it is.
By the way, they weren't planning on demolishing that big tower next to it. I wonder if the demolition crew managed to blame it all on the wind.
Yeah?
The biggest mistake was not closing off this section of the road during the demolition, and here's why.
Wow.
The guys noticed that the old silo was starting to collapse, so they decided to try out some demolition for kicks.
Maybe not. Oh boy. It's gonna be loud. Yeah. Man.
If it was their first day on the job, they'll definitely never forget it. Unlike the other demolitions in today's roundup, this one didn't just go off script, it just wasn't planned at all. He must have felt incredibly cool when he knocked down such a big structure with just one move. This situation proves that it's always wise to play it safe and bring in a friend who can operate the crane. The explosions were powerful enough to topple a 213-meter tall tower. It probably took a few days for the dust from the collapse to settle. Want to see a 116-meter tall building come crashing down? Everyone else does too. This used to be the campus of a university in Germany. I bet some students in the crowd really got a kick out of the event. This illegally built house turned out to be much more stubborn than the demolition experts had anticipated. It took not one, not two, but 3 attempts to bring it down. You can just imagine the pride the builders felt as they watched, knowing their work had truly shown its worth. Relax, the driver is fine. Though the same can't be said for the excavator. I feel sorry for Honda, because with the tower's demolition, they lost the most eye-catching ad in this city. you get upset, you should know that the stadium was already 80 years old. At least the university decided to call in the professionals rather than just waiting for the structure to fall apart on its own. Thanks to the demolition crew, soon no one will even remember there used to be a power plant here.
There you go.
Millions of cars probably drove over this bridge in China before it was taken down by a series of precise explosions. Needless to say, you shouldn't try this at home. Only a professional can take down a huge structure with a small jackhammer. Only a cool guy would calmly walk away while the tower was collapsing in his direction. It's like the builder's version of the stereotype where cool guys don't look at explosions. A wind turbine is a huge structure, but tearing it down can make it so that when it falls, it practically vanishes. Enthusiasts of demolition had a real treat today, as they got to see multiple buildings come down at once. After 3 decades of operation, this Chinese power plant went out with a bang.
Ooh, we got a leaner.
Oh no.
It wasn't a fireworks show to celebrate a successful demolition. In fact, it was quite the opposite. As the tower fell, it took out 2 power lines. Just imagine how awkward it must have been for the demolition experts to explain to their families why the lights went out. I think that the people living nearby have decided that there was an earthquake in the city. Hundreds of people left their warm beds early on a Saturday morning just to see this. Who wouldn't want to watch a building being demolished at 7 a.m., especially when the demolition team did such an amazing job? And while everything went smoothly, it was still an impressive sight, don't you think? The excavator's driver is a really lucky fellow. I don't know what kind of good luck charm he has, but it seems like it was just enough to nudge the tower in the right direction at the last moment. This power plant has been in operation for over 50 years, but it's time for it to retire.
Going the wrong way. Second tower. Third tower.
A big thanks to the demolition crew from Ontario for making the destruction of a few buildings into a spectacular event. It almost feels like they hired the birds to make the footage look even more amazing. Dozens of people with cameras around a regular building means something epic is about to happen. Many locals came to watch the explosion of the high-rise building. They were lucky enough to see the power of 100 kilograms of explosives in action. As expected, they easily took care of the big house as if it was never there. Making a mistake on this job is not the same as in an office. One wrong move can lead to consequences that can't be explained by just a simple oops.
Fire.
It's no surprise that the fire tower fell with a sound like a giant collapsing in a movie. After all, it was nearly 100 meters tall. On the bright side, it won't block the view of the natural landscape anymore. Did you know that there's an international prize for demolition? Well, now you do. An Australian company has made it to the finals because their meticulous preparation allows them to bring down massive structures in a fascinating way, like snapping a cookie in half. Apparently, someone thought that illegally building 2 apartment complexes was a good idea. Naturally, the buildings were eventually discovered, and the decision was made to demolish them. My condolences to the builders and those who bought apartments here. Thanks to videos like these, it's clear why some people love watching building demolitions so much. With the right music, it becomes almost as much of an art form as ballet. After long years of service, this legendary Vegas hotel was ready to retire. And it did so in the spirit of its hometown, very spectacularly. Four cooling towers from one of the most popular power plants in Britain went down. In an instant, they just collapsed like balloons that suddenly lost their air. In just a few seconds, the former office building turned to dust. Demolishing a radio tower is an exciting sight that not everyone gets to see. The flawlessly executed demolition displayed the precise work of the demolition experts. They were able to make sure that only the required section of the structure came down. The case when something unexpected during the demolition only made the show more spectacular. Somehow, the guys responsible for the demolition managed to make the event not only quick and safe, but also exciting. The building didn't just topple, it even put on a little show with the glass shattering. All this building needed was a little push, and it fell apart like a Lego house. This decommissioning looks a bit harsh, don't you think? It's amazing that the precise work of demolition experts can destroy the tallest building in the city in just a few seconds.